Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bill. This is the continuation of the Prestige class videos. We are in the Draconomicon from 3rd edition. We are going to look at the Platinum Knight as the Prestige class for this video. If you're not familiar with the gods of 3rd edition D&D, the Platinum Knight worships the god Bahamut, which is the dragon god of good dragons. To become a Platinum Knight, a character must fulfill the following criteria. We'll go over the requirements, I'll go over what's on the table, and then we'll go into the details from what's on the table as it is written in the paragraphs after that. And I'll give you my opinions on what I would change, if anything, to the requirements, to the abilities, or what have you, for making this compatible with 1E Pathfinder in the sense of if it's lacking power or not, or if something needs tweaked. So the requirements: you need to be any good alignment. Your base attack needs to be a +5 before you can take a level of this prestige class. You have to have the feats Dragon Friend, which is in this book. You have to have the following skills at 4 ranks: Diplomacy at 4 ranks and Knowledge Arcana at 4 ranks. And you have to have the Draconic language known. So you have to be able to speak, read, and write the Draconic language. Since the ranks are only 4 in Diplomacy and Knowledge Arcana, and the base attack is 5, I don't see any changes to these requirements that need to be made to make it Pathfinder compatible. Weapon and armor proficiencies: a Platinum Knight is proficient with all simple and martial weapons, with all types of armor, and with shields. The hit dice for this prestige class is a D8. So every time you gain a level, you get 1d8 extra hit points. This is only a 10 level prestige class. You get a fighter's base attack bonus. So you get a +1 at 1st level, all the way to a +10 at 10th level. And that stacks with your existing base attack bonus. So every time you would get, if you just look at the fighter's table, every time you would get an extra attack when your total base attack bonus equals that, it still does the same. Your fortitude save and your will save are your best saves for this prestige class. They start at a +2 at 1st level. They'll end at a +7 at 10th level. Your reflex save is a +0 at 1st level and will be a +3. It is your worst save progression for the class. And since all classes have some good and bad progressions, that's what this one is. You gain spellcasting with this prestige class of your existing spellcasting class, by the looks of it, every other level. So you would calculate half your levels of this prestige class as whatever your pre-existing spellcasting class is when you level into this, by the time you're done leveling in this. So let's start with what specials you get. At 1st level, you'll get Smite Evil once per day, Smite Evil Dragon once per day. You'll get Immune to Frightful Presence also. At 2nd level, you don't gain a special, but instead you'll gain your +1 of existing class. At 3rd level, you'll get Platinum Scales +1. At 4th level, you'll get Smite Evil Dragon 2 per day and +1 of existing class. At 5th level, you would get Bahamut's Grace. And at 6th level, you don't get anything, but you do get the +1 of existing class for your spells. At 7th level, you get Platinum Scales +2, and you get Smite Evil Dragon 3 per day. At 9th level, or 8th level, you get +1 of existing spellcasting class. At 9th level, you get a Charisma increase. And at 10th level, you get Smite Evil Dragon 4 per day, and True Seeing, and +1 of existing spellcasting class. So right away, the first thing I would do is I'd go back and add bonus feat for every special that was left blank, just to give them something extra for the class. Now let's actually dive into what the abilities are you get in better detail. And then I'll tell you if there's any other changes to make this better for a Pathfinder 1e game. Smite Evil Dragon. Once per day, a Platinum Knight can attempt a smite an evil dragon with one normal melee attack. He adds his charisma modifier, if positive, to his attack roll and deals 2 extra points of damage per level. If a Platinum Knight accidentally smites a creature that is not an evil dragon, the smite has no effect but is still used up for the day. The bonus from this ability don't stack with other smite abilities, such as the Paladin Smite Evil. Every 3 levels beyond first, the Platinum Knight gains 1 additional use of the ability. Immune to frightful presence. Platinum Knights are treated as dragons for the purpose of being immune to frightful presence of dragons and similar creatures. Spellcasting. When an even-numbered Platinum Knight level is gained, the character gains new spells per day as if he had also gained a level in a spellcasting class he belonged to before he added this prestige class. He does not, however, gain any other benefits a character of that class would have gained. So, if you're looking at the sorcerer spell list or you're looking at the wizard spell list, say you were level 5 before you enter this prestige class, well, when you get your even level where you get your +1 of existing class, you're considered level 6 as far as your spell table goes. But you're still only level 5 for what the class gives you. Platinum scales. At 3rd level, a Platinum Knight's skin takes on slightly metallic sheen. They gain +1 increase to natural armor bonus. At 7th level, this improves to a +2. I might give them more than that, or I might switch that out for damage reduction in my games. Give them damage reduction 1, damage reduction 2 for Platinum scales. Bahamut's Grace. At 5th level, Platinum Knights add his charisma modifier, if positive, as a bonus on all saving throws against the attacks, special abilities, and spells cast by evil dragons. This effect stacks with the Divine Grace class feature of a paladin and similar abilities. That's good. If you stack that onto a paladin class, you're going to have double your charisma bonus on all your saves. But only when fighting dragons. You only have your base charisma bonus to your saves when you're fighting everything else. True Seeing. Hold on. I skipped one. Charisma bonus. At 9th level, Platinum Knight's charisma increases by 2 points. If that's going to be a mainstay of the class, I'd probably either give that more often for one or 2 of the blank spots in the leveling, or I would give that as a +4 instead. Or you could go all in and say it's a +5, and it's an inheritance bonus from the class. That does not stack with other inheritance bonuses. So, like the books that you can read that will boost your stats, those are inheritance bonuses. True Seeing. At 10th level, a Platinum Knight gains the ability to see all things as they actually are. This ability is the equivalent of the True Seeing spell and lasts for 1 hour. A Platinum Knight may use True Seeing once per day. I'd allow you to modify the Smite, however Smite is in Pathfinder for my game. So I'd look up the Smite for Paladins and Pathfinder and see if there's anything radically different between the two. And use the Pathfinder version if it's better. But it would still, for this prestige class, only apply to evil dragons. So it'd just give you a better framework to how you'd want to do the Smite. I would probably stick bonus feats in the open spots on the specials for the leveling. And I might add a requirement that you have to have 1 level in a spellcasting class to take Platinum Knight. Now, that could be you just got access to spells as a paladin, or that could be you take 1 level of sorcerer and you now have a level of sorcerer and you had 5 levels of fighter. The downside is if it's not a divine class, if you're wearing armor, like as is depicted in the image, you would have armor check penalty on your spellcasting. So, well, that's what I would do with the Platinum Knight, and that's what the Platinum Knight looks like as far as stats go. If anyone's seen a Platinum Knight or played a Platinum Knight, let me know. If this was an interesting prestige class, let me know. Well, until we all meet again.